Hello guys and welcome back to another monthly favourites. Today it is September favourites and I have quite a few things to talk about this month. I'm going to start off with one that I resisted this for so long and now I'm like, what was I even playing at, because I'm obsessed. Face Halo. I've spoken about this recently in my eco beauty buy / swaps video that I did last week. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. But I rave about it a lot in that, so maybe go and watch that if you want to see me talk about it at length. But basically, these are amazing. They work. I don't know how they work, but they do. Skincare-wise, I've got two skincare favourites that are really similar. And to be fair, I would normally have just put one of these in. But actually, I can't decide which one I like more. So I'm going to tell you about them both and let you guys, if you're thinking about buying one, make your mind up. Because there's slightly different advantages and disadvantages to each one. So they are the Algenist Blue Algae Vitamin C Dark Spot Correcting Peel and the Elemis Pro-collagen Tri-Acid Peel. So essentially they both do a very similar thing. They are an at-home peel treatment. They both work in the same way. You put them on clean skin like a mask. I think the Algenist one says 20 minutes, the Elemis one says 15 minutes, but I mean, I don't set a timer for my masks anyway, so they'll probably be on for like half an hour, which you're probably not supposed to do, don't listen to me. However, they both have a broad spectrum of acid in them, so they've got AHA, BHA, PHA to work on the different levels of your skin. They have slightly different acids. I'm not going to go into it in too much detail, but if you want to look into it, if you know about acids and want to look into it, you can find out more on their websites. But basically, they kind of do the same thing. I can't decide which one I like better. So this one I think is probably a little bit more tingly for the skin. So if you've got more sensitive skin, I would say perhaps the Elemis one is better than the Algenist. But having said that, the Elemis one has this like really incredible cooling sensation. Like after you've washed it off, your skin feels amazing. It does after using this one too, but this is like super cooling and just fresh. They are both lovely. The Elemis one is they're both expensive actually as well, I should note. The Elemis one is £70, the Algenist one is £80. However, you get 30ml for £70 versus 45ml for £80. So mil on mil, the Algenist one is slightly cheaper, and I feel like you would probably use more of this. I would probably use 7 pumps of this versus 5 or 6 of this. I feel like you would probably get more for your money out of the Algenist one, but they are both amazing and they both do a really good job. The Algenist one is exclusive to Cult Beauty as well in the UK. The Elemis one I think you can get from wherever they sell Elemis. Both are very good. If you're looking for an at-home peel, or if you have issues with pigmentation or post-breakout. I had a horrible spot on my nose last week and there's a nice like red patch that I'm slowly getting rid of with them. Slowly. But yeah, it's really good for basically pigmentation of any kind. The next thing, I meant to include this in last month's favourites and I forgot, but I'm going to put it here because I feel like this time of year is the time of year when people might stop using their SPF on the regular, and you should keep using it, especially at the moment because it's actually really nice and sunny even though it's kind of autumnal and a bit chilly. It's a facial SPF and the body one, to be fair, but I haven't included the body one because I don't wear body SPF this time of year because I don't have my bod out. But it's the Bondi Sands SPF 50 plus broad spectrum, fragrance free. The texture of this is really nice. It's really affordable as well. I think that is the main thing with the Bondi Sands sun care range. I was actually a really big fan of their tanning products anyway. I really like their tanning oil, and their mousse is also really, really good. And when they launched sun care, they actually approached me to work on the launch on Instagram. So I did that, tried out the product, loved it, and I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys like how much I still love this and I still use it because it is actually really good. And the formulation is really nice. It's really hydrating. It's got vitamin E and it's actually very, very affordable as well. I think this size is maybe $5.99 and the body one, which is a massive tube, is $6.99. Really good. Next up is the only makeup product I've got this month. Funny how I think, no it's not. I nearly forgot about the best product that I've discovered this month because I was using it immediately before I started filming to cover up the spot on my nose. So I'm going to start with that. I've got 2 makeup products. the L'Oreal True Match Eye Cream in a Concealer is really, really brilliant. I'm a fan of True Match foundation. Like, I don't use it on the regular, but this stuff is brilliant. It's got hyaluronic acid in it, so it's really, really lightweight. I find a lot of the time things that are like hybrid kind of eye cream or moisturizer and concealer, they're not enough. They don't have enough coverage, but this seems to just get the perfect balance between having coverage while at the same time being hydrating. It does tend to crease a little bit, so if you do have fine lines around your eyes, you probably need to use a little tiny touch of powder. However, it's just the texture of this and the consistency, the finish is just dreamy. So pretty, really fresh, doesn't look like you're wearing concealer. I also use it on the bridge of my nose. And like in the whole kind of like under eye area, and it's actually on underneath my eyebrows as well. It's lovely, really hydrating concealer, and it's in one of the twist up clicky pens. So yeah, amazing high street concealer, high street drugstore, whatever you want to call it. And then the other makeup product that I've been loving this month is the Iconic lip oils. These just launched maybe like a month ago now, and they do a few flavours in them. I say flavours, they're different colours as well, but actually the main thing with them is the fact that they're different flavours, but the texture of these is so nice. I'm not normally a massive fan of lip oils, it's a bit hit and miss, but these are like, they're like a gloss oil hybrid, so they don't actually have that oily, greasy feel, but at the same time, they're not sticky like a old school gloss. They're still very like slippy. This one is She's a Peach, which is my favourite. Like I said, they don't really give you too much colour. They give you just like a hint of a tint. I'm just wearing this now. But they stay on nicely. They're really hydrating. They've got hyaluronic acid, vitamin C. Yeah, I really rate those. Iconic is fast becoming one of my favourites as well. Like, genuinely, I use a lot of their stuff now. And then 2 hair care favourites to finish up today. I have been trying to use a lot less heat on my hair, which is a complete lie for today because I have actually waved it today. But on days when I'm not filming, and actually I did film a video last week with like au naturel texture, I've just been trying to use a lot less heat. I've been trying to blow dry my hair less. So if I do curl it, at least I haven't like blow dried it and then curled it. And these 2 products have been amazing. The first one is the Oribe Supershine Moisturizing Cream, and I haven't used Oribe products in so long. I feel like these guys had a moment in like 2016 where they were like the brand that everyone online talked about. And I feel like since then they've kind of disappeared a little bit. They're mega expensive, and I think that kind of puts people off, like when their texturizing spray was the big thing before every single brand had a really good texturizing spray, which I feel like is the case now, or a lot of different brands have good texturizing sprays. It kind of, I don't know, I feel like people are a bit like, I'm not paying that much money for the product that I don't need to. This is actually really good. It's similar to the Hershey's like Do Everything 5-in-1, whatever it's called, the blue, in the blue package, but it's more so for a styling treatment as opposed to like a mask or whatever. But it's really, really nice if you've got quite dehydrated, frizzy, frazzled, colour processed hair, and you're trying to moisturize it and make it look a bit less horrendous if you let it dry naturally. Like normally if I let my hair dry naturally it's like a frizz bomb, whereas if I put this on when it's still wet, and then you can actually top it up when it's dry as well, it just really helps to smooth everything down. You can use it on styled hair as well, just to kind of like add a little bit of definition. It's a really good like multitasker, I find. And then I've also been using this, which is a new launch, which I got sent from Kingsley. This is the Elasti-Styler. Obviously the Elasticizer is the conditioner that Kingsley is super famous for, which is like the deep moisture treatment. This is the 5-in-1 styling treatment, so it's a multitasker for all hair types. So supposedly strengthens, conditions, primes, tames, adds shine for perfectly manageable, healthy hair. It says pea-size amount, work through the mid-lengths and ends, blow dry and style as usual, and then you can apply a small amount to dry styled hair. So it's a similar product to this, to be honest, but I use this more so as a leave-in conditioner, and then I use this more on dry hair. But to be fair, you could probably get away with buying one or the other. Which one would I prefer? that's a tricky question. I'd probably say Philip Kingsley, because I feel like it's better this one is better for me in terms of styling wet hair, like the pre-style phase, and this is better for putting on dry hair, I think. But you can also put this, they do the same thing, but I use them for different steps. So yeah, that is it for my monthly favourites. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I feel like it might have been a bit of a short and sweet one today, but I say that every time and then it's like 15 minutes long. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you very soon. Bye guys.